there is no two value are same which we can check for the B, but all the value are same, so we can say A is functionally determined, B means all these value are unique for B. For same check for the C, all values are unique, so we can say also A determined C, A determined D, and A determined E, because all these five values are unique. Check for the B, B is functionally determined A. For here V1 and B1 two value are same, the corresponding value of A is also should be the same, where B for B1 is A1 and the second B1 there is an A2, so we can say this condition is not hold. So this is not a functional dependency. B tends to A. Check for the B tends to C. B determine for B tends to C, for the first tuple B1 and the other is B1, the corresponding value of C also is the same. B for this B1 is C1 and this B1 is C2, so this is not the same, so we can say this is not also hold, this FD is not also hold. For check B tends to D, for B there is two value are same, but the corresponding value of D is not same, so we can say this is not also hold in this FD. B tends to E, these two value are same and the corresponding E two values B1 for E1 and B1 for E1, so this is true. Check for the B2 there's two B2 are equal, so corresponding value is E1, corresponding value is E1, so this is also true. And B3 there is only one B3 and equals to E1, so we can say this is true. This is holding B tends to E, functional dependency B tends to E, hold in this relation. Check for C tends to A. For C there is a C1, there is another C1, yes there is two C1. For this first C1 there is an A1 and the second C1 there is an A3, so A1 and A3 is not same, so we can say this is not a right FD, or this is not hold in this relation. C tends to A and it's not holding in this relation. Check for the C tends to B. C1 there is another C1 for B1 and C1 for B2, the B1 and B2 not the same, so we can say is not holding in this relation. C tends to D, C1 and C1 and this C1 corresponding D1 and this C1 is also corresponding D1, so this is the same. Check for the C2 there is a two C2 and this C2 is D2 and this C2 corresponding D2, so this is true. Check for the C3, there is only one C3 is corresponding D1, so we can say this is true. C1 functionally determined D. Check for the C functionally determined E, C1 and C1, this C1 this corresponding E1, this C1 is also corresponding E1, so C1 corresponding values are same. For C2 corresponding value is E1, this is also E1, so this is true. And for C3 there is only one C3, so it is also true, so this is also holding. C functionally determined E. Check for D functionally determined A. For D1 and there is two or three D1, first D1 there is an A1, second D1 there is an A3, so this condition is not holding, so we can say D functionally determined A is not true or not holding this functional dependency. Check D functionally determined B, D1 and D1, this D1 is corresponding to B1 and this D1 functionally B2, this is not the same, so we can say this is not also holding in this relation. D functionally determined C, for this D1 is C1, this D1 is also C1 and this D1 for C3, which is not same, C1 and C3 which is not the same value, so we can say this FD is also not holding in this relation. For check D functional determined E, for this D1 there is an E1, for this D1 there is an E1, there is this D1 is also E1, so for D1 this is holding. For D2 for E1 and D2 for E1 is also holding, and there is no D3, so we can say this is holding, means D functionally determined E. Check for E functionally determined B. E functionally determined B, for all these are equal, so check the corresponding value of other attribute should also the same. C functionally determined B, so this E1 is this E1 corresponding value is B1 and this E1 corresponding value is B1, this E1 corresponding value is B2, which is not the same, so we can say this is not holding in this case. Oh, there should be A. For this case this is also not the hold, suppose this is A. Check for the E functional determined A. For E1 there is an A1, there is an E1, there is an A2, so we can say this is also not holding in this case. E functional determined C, this E1 there is an C1, there is an E, this E1 is C2, so this is also not equal, then we can say this is not holding in this relation. For check for the E functional equivalent D, E for E1 there's a D1, there's an this E1, there's a D2. So which is D1 is D2 not the same value, so we can say this is not holding in this case. So this is not the D for this relation is R. K is a super key of relation schema R if and only if K functionally determined R. What is the meaning of this line here? If K is a super key of K is a super key of relation schema R, if K is functionally determined all the attributes of A. Suppose there is a relation schema R, there is a 5 attribute A, B, C, D, E, and K is the attribute or set of attribute which uniquely determine all the attribute of this relation schema R, then we can say a K is a super key of relation R. K is a candidate key of R if and only if K is functionally determined R means K is functionally determined all the attributes of R, and there is no subset of candidate key K is also a super key of relation R, means there is a subset of this candidate key is not functionally determined all the attributes of R, then we can say K is our candidate key. The determination of functional dependency is an important part of designing database in relational model and in database normalization and denormalization. So what is the what is the meaning of this point is here the functional dependencies play a very important role for finding the normalization and denormalization of relation.